stunt is safe. We've got control of everything. We know exactly what's happening. But get out in those roads and you've got no idea. We were coming down the Dynon Road when we just left Melbourne. And the Dynon Road at that time of the year has the sunrise right on the Melbourne end of it. And we were coming out of the sunrise. And looking straight into the sun, there was a truckie coming in for an all-night run. He didn't notice me and thought, oh yeah, I can get into the railway yards. So he swung the prime mover over.
Byron sort of, knocking on the door and breaking the news, and it was just, an extraordinary shock or an extraordinary moment where you think it's all going to fall apart, that it's all over in a way.
Rosie lost the picture, she broke a leg.
I saw her and I thought, oh my God, she looked fine, but I realised as a doctor she had a broken femur and that was going to take weeks to heal.
Multiple fractures, etc., made it impossible to even think that she might work again within 6 weeks.
And there was Grant, and he looked really in a bad state. What happened, his face got hit, he wore glasses, and basically his nose was right across his face and very bruised, and the doctor was saying he had internal injuries.
We'd lost the lead actress, but we'd also potentially lost our stuntman, which would have been a greater loss to the film, because he'd already been involved in the process and the wheels were turning.
And then from that moment, the whole thing went into chaos.
An unbelievable nightmare. So a film stopper.
It was like whole sections, whole slabs of the film from that moment had to get cut.
The early part of the film had to be massively rescheduled, and this has implications all the way through the whole film, and we had enormous organisational problems as far as that was concerned.
George describes it like a fighter who'd just been down for the count 3 times in the first round and had to find a way to stay in the fight for them. And that's what the process was like. I mean, you were just chasing the film. You were trying to get what you could out of it.
And I said, what are we going to do about stunts and whatever? And we got a stunt coordinator from a Crawford's guy. I remember the very, very first shot. He was riding behind the bikes in the black and black car, and we did one take, and then he had to turn the car around for another take. And in turning the car around, he dinged the car, the black and black. I said, he done one take on not a stunt, and he's already smashed up the front of the car. I said, we're going to just kill people on this movie. My nerves were shot. I called Byron, I said, look, the replacement stunt coordinator is hopeless. I trust Grant Page, I've got to know Grant Page, and so on. And he said, okay, let's call end of shooting today. I remember we got in the office again and we talked a lot about it. We said, look, we'll keep going with the movie just to make sure because these are our best friends who've invested in the movie. We're going to lose their money. Byron's father. We'll keep going. Let's get a movie. And then he said, and he and Bill said, let's get Brian Trenchard Smith, who's used to shooting action, has worked with a lot of stunts, and he's known as shooting fast, and he'll get us through the movie. I'll step down as a director, and I'll help produce the movie and get it made, and that way we'll get through it. I said, yeah, that seems like a good plan. So effectively, I was fired as the director of the movie because I just really kind of thought, we haven't even started and people are going to die.